Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this unseen video for NXT. Now, obviously, this is us looking at all the stuff that plays out on social media, a lot of the tweets and things from the wrestlers. If there is any like unseen footage or any bits and bobs that weren't shown during the show, then we include that as well. So much to talk about, so many talking points. Let's get straight into it. We're starting with this. Barry tagging me in this. Many of you tagged me in this, and I really appreciate it. So the plan is Wade Barrett, thankfully, is going to be sticking around. Wade Barrett, Corey Graves are the new broadcast team for SmackDown. I'm really pleased about this. I really rate Wade Barrett. I don't know what this partnership is going to be like, because I always think it works better if you've got like a straight person and then someone to bounce off them. So, you know, Michael Cole is very business, and so that allows someone to bounce off him. Byron Saxton and Corey Graves, I thought, bounced off each other quite well. This is two very similar personalities, so I don't know. I'm really not sure if this works. And obviously Corey Graves going from being a color commentator to a lead announcer, it's a very different role. So all I'll say is I really rate Corey. I really like Wade Barrett. I'm really pleased they're both still around. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that this does work. I really hope it does, but big news, Wade Barrett is still around. Up next, this is not really wrestling related, but it is wrestling related. Jaden sent me this. So that doll that Alexa is holding, or not really holding, but should be holding, that is a doll that was actually made for me. It was made by a company that have got like the rights to WWE. And so they took my face, put it on a Fiend body, and they made this years ago. Jaden has obviously found images of that, and he has added it to this Alexa Bliss picture, which I can't believe we've never done this before. This would take me no time to make this image on my phone. I do thumbnails and images and graphics all the time, so I can't believe I never thought of this. Jaden thought of this and killed it. Did an absolutely brilliant job. I must admit, this did make me laugh. I must admit as well, I do think they did me dirty with the nose on the... I mean, my nose is big, but it's not like smushed across my face, right? So, you know, it's a bit painful for me to look at this, but I did enjoy it, Jaden. I appreciate it. Another thing I appreciate is this. So again, I was tagged in this a lot. Big news, certified boomer, shout out to you. Wrestle Ops are reporting, and I think a few are reporting, that Okada merch has been removed from Pro Wrestling Tees. This is big because AEW use Pro Wrestling Tees. Really, the only reason that you would say to take merch down from Pro Wrestling Tees is if he's going to WWE. WWE don't use Pro Wrestling Tees. They've got their own shop, right? And everything goes through that shop. So the fact that Pro Wrestling Tees have been told you've got 12 hours and then you've got to take all the Okada stuff down, that's a massive indicator that Okada is on his way to WWE. This is huge. Okada is one of the best, if not the best wrestlers of this generation. He may no longer be the best as of right now. You know, that's a hot debate, but it is undeniable. He has been one of the best of this generation. If he is on his way to WWE, that is huge. I mean, that is like prayers have been answered huge. So I am keeping a very close eye on this. Casual LA Night Enjoyer just tagging me in this from WrestleBlog. So Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley is in conversations. I think we are expecting that. But it's the next thing that's interesting. The number one contender for Rhea Ripley is pretty much locked in to be one of the chamber matches. Again, I think we were probably expecting that, but it's just nice to kind of see a little bit of movement there. So this coming from Wrestling Blog. This is interesting. Zero news, right? Or news zero. Thank you, Jordan, by the way. Just tag in a picture here of Jacob Fatu. Now, Jacob Fatu is part of the Anoa'i family. That's Roman Reigns, Usos, Rikishi, Yokozuna, The Rock. It's that family. He is a beast. He is a monster. He is someone who has a bit of a past. That past has been a barrier for him to get into WWE. But, you know, there's been so many changes. Maybe there is a way in now. They are teasing something here, and I don't know what they're teasing. But they're teasing something. It feels like they know something. So, again, another situation to keep an eye on. If Jacob Fatu is coming to WWE, that is huge because the bloodline could be about to get a very interesting addition. And again, just to add even more to it, look, Pro Wrestling Scoops, another cousin, and hashtag WrestleMania. Is Cody going to go up against Roman and be denied by another family member, a family member that we've yet to meet in WWE? Nothing guaranteed, but you need to know where the conversation is, and there's plenty of little teases out there at the moment. Right, this from Edward Brown. Appreciate it. So, Collision went head-to-head with the Rumble, and it did its second lowest viewership ever. No great surprise. It did 300,000, and I must admit, I saw that and thought it was a higher number than I expected. So, I actually thought it would do even worse than that. I mean, the Royal Rumble is one of the biggest events of the year, so I think we all knew this number was going to be low for Collision. The fact that it clicked over into the 300,000 range, I mean, literally just, maybe actually a bit higher than I thought. I thought it would start with a 2. So, second lowest viewership ever. Not brilliant, but amazingly still higher than I thought. Then we've got news that Raw did 1.9 million. That is huge. I mean, we have been down in the 1.3, 1.4 range. You know, now 1.9. This news coming from Fightful. I mean, that is, well, and courtesy of WrestleNomics, that is a big, big number. I don't know if I've actually seen this, like, confirmed anywhere else, but that is a big, big number. And it is the actual Fightful account. It's 165,000 followers. So, I mean, that's such a big number. I do think, like, is this real? But it is real, seemingly. Then we've got Finn Balor with some photos with him and his family. And for some reason, Pac is there. Neville is there. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're brothers and I just never knew. I mean, I don't believe they are. But, Pac was there. Finn was there. His wife was there. I think that's Finn's mom and dad as well. So I don't quite get this meetup. I mean, they are entitled to meet up. But, just some pictures of Pac and Finn Balor. This is good. This is a follow-up from yesterday. So this is basically WWE said, who would you rather sign with? And I believe that Nick Aldis won, but he's added the picture of him being dressed quite finely. You might remember Kayla Braxton yesterday asked the question, who was better dressed? And that kind of led into a whole conversation. So this was a nice little follow-up here. Nick Aldis saying the people have spoken, add in a picture of him looking rather sharp. And to be honest, he always looks rather sharp. This is fun. Look at this. So that Okada news has really got people excited. So you can see here, we're ready for the newest student, Okada, coming to chase you. Chase you, of course, saved tonight. So is that the latest sign-in? Obviously, there were big reports that Okada could be NXT bound, which might sound crazy, but I do think he needs to find a home in America. and he needs to get settled in, and there's going to be WWE terminology that he's going to need to get his head around, time cues, and just how WWE work. You know, when Finn Balor came over from Japan, he went into NXT. When Asuka came over from Japan, she went into NXT. When Shinsuke came over from Japan, he went into NXT. This is not an unusual route. It just feels a bit more unusual because we haven't been seeing stars of that caliber go into NXT as often. But then Dragon Lee is a big name. He's come over. He was in Japan as well. So, you know, it might feel a bit strange, but it does make sense. I wouldn't expect him to be long, and I wouldn't expect him to be in Chase U. Some pictures of Bianca being on the Sherri show. I don't know what that means, but here are some photos of Bianca and Montez on the Sherri show. I mean, if it's not sensational, Sherri, then I don't need to know about it. That's how I feel. Look at this. Wow, love this footage. We were talking about unseen footage. This courtesy from David, but no DQ. Look at this crowd, man. This crowd really behind Jey Uso. What I would say is that this could be a bit of a Seth Rollins effect. You know, like how people sing Seth's song, right? And they love singing the song. This might be that people love Jey, no denying that. But maybe this is they just love doing the hand thing as well, you know? So either way, it's a great look for him and shows that people are certainly engaged. So a good sign there for Jey Uso. Then we've got this, so Jordynne Grace being interviewed and by Steve Fall, Wrestling News, and she basically said that she would love to face Ivy Nile and Natalya, TNA one-on-one matches, book it. Natty said, I would jump at the chance to do this. I loved our chemistry in the Rumble. I can feel your passion for this. Now, this is worth keeping an eye on because we don't know the relationship between WWE and TNA. Could they send someone like Natalya to TNA as a thank you for Jordynne Grace being put in the Rumble? I mean, it's not out of the realms of possibility. We are living in very strange times. So again, a lot of this is stuff to keep an eye on. Maybe something to keep an eye on here. Could we see Natalya head to TNA just for the odd match, not forever? More to do with Bianca and Montez. They're obviously doing the rounds because of this new reality show, Love and WWE. And here's a picture of Bianca with Rhea on the red carpet. And then finally for this folder, there's many other folders, but for this folder, I thought this was interesting. Kim Piper Benson, aka Piper Niven, said, oh, who doesn't love a tall, cool glass of Pepsi? So I think that might be the fun name they're going with for Piper and Chelsea. Pepsi. Now, I don't know how Pepsi are going to feel about this, but she seems to be having some fun with this. So could this be the unofficial name of this team? Maybe the official name. They might hit some legal trouble, but Pepsi is doing the round. So I thought some of you would be interested in that. Look at these folders. We've got to get through this, but there's not loads in these folders. NXT. Let's go down this NXT one, shall we? So here we go. Our rivalry made you more the man you are today than Melo ever did. Ilja Dragunov spitting some facts, and you can see he says facts there as well. Dijak just sending a message to Joe Gacy saying that he's not sure what it's going to take to keep him down, but he's ready to find out. These two, of course, got a match that's just been booked for Vengeance Day. I tell you, Dijak is really active on social media. He's a fantastic follow. You should definitely be following him. Joe Gacy says, thanks, Ava. I'm excited for Sunday. Gotta go. The doctors keep talking to me. Thea Hale here saying, if you've not noticed, I do have a type, and it's definitely not that. So you can see here that Lexis King kind of, you know, It's taken a little bit of a shine to Thea. She's shunning his advances. She clearly has got eyes for Riley Osborne. Oh, look at this from WWE, Gareth. Come on. Come on. Respect where it's due. That's funny. That's funny. WWE Gareth said the Young Bucks are live on NXT. I mean, it's unprovoked. It's not the kind of thing I encourage. But if it is going to be that good, I feel like this should be like, I don't know if there's like a wrestling tweet hall of fame. If there was, I would definitely submit this and say that this should be in there. I think that is fantastic. Jacy Jane coming in with all the swag. Look at this. Saving the day, of course. We know that a calendar is on the way and it's going to hopefully save Chase U. And Andre Chase said with a tear in my eye, Chase U is saved. I don't know if this calendar is actually going to be available. I hope so. I've got my orders ready to place. So yeah, fun. I just thought this was fun. I was into it. Tatum Paxley's responding here to Lyra. Lyra saying, why can't I get through to this girl? Tatum Paxley says, get through what? Anyways, it was so great seeing you today. So Tatum Paxley playing this crazed stalker, this role. She's playing it very, very well. Here as well, look, WWE saying, did Lyra just help out Tatum Paxley? Paxley responded, she did. She saved me. So, Brooks Jensen says, later NXT. I don't know what this is about. Later NXT. Don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if you've seen Brooks Jensen and his new look. He's got like this retro throwback kind of a vibe. I really like it. He's been wrestling on NXT Level Up. I really like it. So I don't know what we're doing here, right? Again, something to keep an eye on. And then look at this from Javier Bernal. He said, sometimes I get sad, but then I read stuff like this and I remember that there are some people out there with the IQ of a walnut, right? So basically he said, we want Javi, and someone responded, no, we don't. Right, and I think another person said, we don't, lol, right? So he's basically put a message out saying we aren't having. A few fans have responded by saying, no, we don't. But he followed it up with this. He said, and then you'll be simping over my fiance. Eat my soon shorts, grease stains. So I'm guessing Tatum Paxley is his fiance, which I honestly don't think I knew. But yeah, Javier responding to some of the trolls that came out tonight online. And in all fairness, if Tatum Paxley is his fiance, then he does get the biggest dub. Then we move on. As we said, these folders aren't absolutely rammed. This first one here, look, it's just a lovely message from Bailey. She just said she was reading all the messages on the way back. This has been really special for her. She'll never be able to like really thank everyone, but she's like thanking the family, co-workers. It's just a lovely message. Thank you for making me feel so damn special. I'll never forget that feeling. So, just a lovely message from Bailey. This one. Alan Jason, shout out to you. So, if we click on this, hopefully we can get the full story. Hopefully we can get the full situation. So, if we go over here, look, Bailey says, wait, why do I look like... So, the official Road to WrestleMania banners. So, obviously Cody won the Rumble. There's his. And then the other one is Bianca. But she didn't win the Rumble. And so Bailey has seen this and said, wait, why do I look like Bianca? Right? So someone fixed it for her with that awful, awful character model from WWE 2K. And they created this graphic for her. Bailey responded, you're done for. So a lovely, lovely little sequence there. I mean, honestly. We're now seeing things from previous unseen videos now bleed into other unseen videos. They're all kind of connecting up. You love to see it. A big thank you to Azza for tagging me in this. You can see down here, look, Azza tagging me 6 hours ago. So really appreciate that, buds. Right, if we go back and head to the folders again, we've got some bits here on Seth and Cody. So, Casual LA Knights Enjoyer said, this is the dream match. Forget CM Punk. Match of the decade for sure. So, this is WWE Vacant. I don't know if you've seen this account, but they pretend to be vacant. So, if someone vacates a title and the title becomes vacant, that's what this account pretends to be. So Seth is doing everything in his power to not lose his championship to me, to not vacate the championship, basically. I understand that Cody is the easier route. I freaking see you, Seth. So Vacant has come out and said, I see what you're doing. You're desperate to not vacate that title. I see you. I see you. So I thought that was fun. And this is really interesting. Yes, Jason. So Ringside News have put this out. Look how this follows. So Cena and Cody both lose at WrestleMania. New title introduced. Happened for both of them. Both the champions are related. Rock and Roman, right? Both then win the Royal Rumble. Right, so that they get another opportunity. Cena wins the title, right, when he had that opportunity. And so the question is, does Cody do the same? So these stories are actually matching. It's very interesting. Very interesting. There is Cena. We're looking at 28, WrestleMania 28, WrestleMania 29. And we're looking here at Cody. Obviously, he lost at 39. Does he win at WrestleMania 40? Does he even get the opportunity to win at WrestleMania 40? Here we've got Seth asking, what's in your heart, Cody? This, again, a few hours ago. Jordan, shout out to you. Cody responding, I'll be at SmackDown this Friday. So Cody Rhodes is going to be in the ring with Roman. We expect them to be face to face, and we expect to find out a little bit of movement on what was said on Monday. Obviously, Cody has got something to think about. Who is he going to challenge? Seth has made a case as to why it should be him. It shouldn't be him. But he made a case as to why it should be him. And so he's going to go and speak with Roman. SmackDown looks unmissable. Right, next, Bron Breakker. There's only one here. Brady, thank you. So, Shawn Michaels says Bron has still got work to do. So, look, he may feel that he's home on the main roster, but he's still got work here in NXT, whether he likes it or not. Strange enough, that's our job. Our job is to lose talent, but I've got to tell you, I'm going to have trouble letting him go. I can assure you that there is more left for Bron Breakker here in NXT, one way or another. He's an incredibly talented, very gifted young man. As far as I'm concerned, he's young and, as we say, full of pee and vinegar. If he wants to double time, he can certainly do it, but I'm not letting him go that easy. Strong words there from Shawn Michaels, talking about not letting or not wanting to let Bron Breakker leave NXT. Another situation just to keep an eye on. Next up, we've got this from Sheamus. So comments here from Gunther saying how he respects Kofi and what Kofi brought. But, you know, I mean, no one's perfect. Although he says, I'm pretty close. Not me, you know. But Gunther. And this was really interesting in the replies. Keep that warm for me. I want it spit shined. Never forget. You tapped. So is Sheamus coming back and coming for the Intercontinental Championship? Very interesting. Barry, thank you. Really appreciate it. Next up, we've got this. So Casual LA Knight enjoyer. I don't know if you lot saw this doing the rounds, but this was doing the rounds, right? And it's all about how Julia has upset people in AEW and they don't want to work with her. Well, Sean Ross Sapp said, at no point did I report this. So all of a sudden, all of this becomes very questionable. Very, very questionable. Sean Ross Sapp saying, I didn't report this. So, and then even asking, why is this still up? So, yeah. So there we go. This is at the moment not to be believed. I don't know if if this is correct and they've just got like their sources mixed up, but at the moment this is not to be believed. So Sean asking, why is this still up? Why have you not took this down? I never said this. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. Casual LA Knight enjoyer, shout out to you. Right, next up, Lyra. I think we looked at this about the can't get through, so I think we did that one, which means we've only got this Drew one from earlier today. Oh, Drew. So I think this is from Dave Meltzer. He said, I'd say September is a reasonable return for CM Punk. It's interesting because they've set up a big angle with Drew, which will be his opponent, and Drew's not under contract past April. So basically what's being said here is, why have they done this? Why have they set up a big return feud for CM Punk if Drew hasn't re-signed? You know, has he re-signed quietly and the dirt sheets just don't know? I don't know. I agree. It's interesting. Why would you set this up if Drew is not or hasn't re-signed past April? Also, this was put out. Look at this. CM Punk's WrestleMania main event 2024 to 2024. This is from Drew McIntyre. He tweeted this image out today, right? And there is added a picture of himself. So Sean Stone, appreciate you tagging me in. Loads of people tagged me in this. And look, Mo Reigns says, look, again, brutal. This was 11 hours ago. So if we go down here, we can see that image. We can see this image. Where's the original image? Here we go. Here we go. WWE, get well soon, CM Punk. Get well soon. And then that's what Drew responded with. Savage. He's a savage. Being savage. So there we go. So much stuff. So many rumors. So many teases. So much reaction. So much stuff. I hope you enjoyed this. I know they're long, these videos. I know they go for like 20, 25, 30 minutes. I would love for them to be about 10 minutes long, but I'm sure you can agree there's a lot of stuff that was included here. I will keep doing these and keep bringing them to you if I feel like there is enough, and well, there certainly was today, so I'll keep an eye out tomorrow. If not, we'll definitely be doing another Unseen after SmackDown this Friday. Thanks for all the tagging, all the support, all the people that are viewing and enjoying, and I really, really do appreciate it. So thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.